All right, we're back, and we're doing something a little bit different today. Instead of talking about the product on the field with the Buffalo Bills and actual X's and O's, stuff like that, we're going to be doing a little bit of... We're going to be doing a little bit of art. I got my iPad here, and I got my pencil. I got an open sheet up. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to draw the Buffalo Bills logo.
And now the Bills are on the rise again.
It is pandemonium. It is fantastic.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back to another episode of Good Neighbor Sports. As always, I'm your host, Austin Hinton. You guys know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to show you guys how to draw this Buffalo Bills logo. So I'm going to pull up my iPad here. There it is. I got my page. I got my pen ready to go. And I encourage you guys, grab a piece of paper, grab a pencil, and just draw along with me. I'm going to make it a nice, easy, step-by-step guide. I know I got plenty of references around me, but I'm not going to use them, I promise. I've been drawing this logo a lot. So the first thing I do, usually, is I'll just draw a straight line somewhere in the middle of my page like that. And then below it, I make another straight line, but right here is going to be thicker than up here. So you start a little lower down here. Oops, that's too thick. Get a little thinner right there. And then at the front end, I cap it with a little bit of a curve like that. Now this is going to be our red stripe, obviously. And then right at this end here, I'm drawing this circle right around the center of this cap here. And then from here, I draw the front of the head. I don't want to make it that round. I kind of want to flatten the front a bit like that and curl it. But it's going to be right around this cap of the red line. Oops, let me get that back. And then at the end, at the bottom here, do another kind of J shape like that. So you kind of have this weird bouncy shape. At the bottom of this kind of bouncy shape, draw kind of like a W, like that. Nice and easy. So this is obviously the head of the buffalo. From the top right here, we're going to do an arc that goes up, and then it ends somewhere down here towards the back of this red spot. So it's going to come up, and then it's going to come down like that. Alright, so obviously this isn't the whole picture. So this comes up, and then you kind of have these little hairy spiky spots. And then this comes around here, and then there is kind of like a bend right back there. So that comes in like so. And I don't connect this to this. So these don't connect like that. I leave a gap. Now for the bottom part, we're going to go to a spot somewhere in line down here with this. So we're going to start about here, and we're going to do a fun little wave sort of shape like that. And then this is going to be the back foot, so you kind of make it like a hoof. And then this just curls up towards the body. And then down here it's got a little bump there, you know, comes back around. And then between, in this space here, is one of its legs. So we're going to draw that. This from the W comes in, and then it comes straight down and curves, and you make a bit of a boot kind of thing. So that is the front leg and the back leg. And now there's obviously 4 legs to the buffalo, so we're going to draw those in. And they kind of just match up with the contour. So it's kind of easy. There's just these little pieces. And you want to leave a good space about the same width as the space that you would leave here, right? If that makes sense. So we got the back leg in, and then the front leg comes in and looks exactly like the one it's behind, except you leave a bit of a gap like that. So that's our sketch. I'm gonna go in. Oh, let's cap this off now that we know that that's about the right thing. And then also, the reason I left the gap here and here is you gotta outline this red thing, draw as straight as you can, and as well as down here. And then here is like the horn, So it comes in like this, and then another swoopty, and then they connect like that. So that's our sketch. I'm gonna make another layer, and this is gonna be where I add the color. I'm gonna lower the opacity of this a little bit so I can still see it, but not as prevalently. And layer 2, I'm gonna grab a blue, and I'm gonna change this to inking. Now, if you're just doing this with paper and pen, just grab a blue marker or a blue colored pencil. And I'm going to outline this. Now I'm going to cheat a little bit with Procreate. It allows me to make a perfectly straight line here. And then you just go around. It doesn't matter if it isn't a perfect line because we're going to fill this in. Like that. Wrap this around. Do our little W. I want the bottom part of the W to be a little bit longer, like so. Wrap it in. Do the first kind of boot foot. Looks like a boot to me, I don't know why. This comes down like so. And then we'll connect the leg up like that. Oh, that's a little over. So I'm gonna erase that. Wrapping it around the leg here. Now this leg is interesting. It's just this like swooping shape happens all over the place. You got it here. You kind of have it here. You've got it here, which while I'm here, I might as well do that. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting logo. I really like the Bills logo, and I know I'm a little bit biased, but I think it's one of the better ones in the league. Personally, I believe, and I know a lot of people might agree, but maybe not, I think the Eagles logo is the best in the league. I think it's really nice looking. But you got this outline here. Also, these other leg pieces are blue, so you got to make sure you keep those nice and blue. This one as well. Kind of going a little quick because I don't want this to be a very long video. And then I just go in and fill everything in. Next is the red part. I'm going to cheat again with Procreate and make some perfectly straight lines. And then fill that guy in. Then the last step, this is arguably my favorite and most important step. So you got to outline it. So I'm grabbing black here. And you got to go around and just outline it. So I'm going to do that real quick. Alright, I got it all outlined, and this is the part that's really going to make it pop. First, I'm going to get rid of that sketch layer. Go back to this layer. Make the background black, and kaboom! There's your Bills logo, folks. Now, it's obviously not perfect. I'll bring in the, the actual thing. Boom. It's pretty close. I didn't do too bad. The blue is a little off, but that's the general gist of the Bills logo. So if you enjoyed that video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That's all I really got for you guys today. It's been another episode of Good Neighbors Sports. As always, be good to your neighbors and go Bills.